you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Charlottesville continues to be one of the most beautiful cities in the South. Their capacity at Scott Stadium is 61,000, and this beautiful horseshoe design provides gorgeous views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So NC State's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cavaliers' offense will take the field first, and they have no problem making this transfer junior running back their workhorse. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man.
Gets away from one, finds some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Fields. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's throwing one of those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
Rush is on him. It's complete on the right side. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. That's reeled in. It's Snow. Knocked down for the tackle. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these will.
There's a crease. Picks up the first down. He now has 80 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Finds his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Scott. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Bailey. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Running inside. It's Scott. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes.
He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive. Right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Courtney. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Cavaliers. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Back to throw, it's Bailey. There's the pressure.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And down he goes back at the 3.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
This offense has it with really good field position. Eli Holstein to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Red pass hits complete, and they're able to get him down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Hands it off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Now on second down. Rides to the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun on third down, Holstein makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Throwing, Holstein. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Sends it back in motion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snags it, and he's open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. NC State quick to the line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Got a man. It's Scott. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. This one's complete. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Snow. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 9 set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Lewis. Makes it past the marker. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the Memphis Tigers. And it's UNLV trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards Upset City. Now back over to your game in Charlottesville. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
And the Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey, guys, I caught up with Coach Doran at the half. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Snagged out of the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Douglas. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Could be an alley. Snowed under by the defense.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. He's got the back in the middle. Quick step and go. Caught, and he's got room. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's Holstein to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it, Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Knocked off his feet.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They go play action with Holstein. Fires left. And the misconnection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Cavaliers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. On his way back from the 20. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Give him 88 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Holstein. A little screen to the running back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking down the middle. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Power football with the run. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the pummeling has started. Lining up for the PAT. kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Snow. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. NC State might want to keep slinging it after that last big play. On the move, it's Scott. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A spectacular one-hand grab.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Running to the left. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gauze. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline, this has been a terrific start for this transfer running back. As you know, they brought him in here for a reason, and he has lived up to those preseason expectations and all of his hype. I've seen him talking with his teammates on the sideline, being a good leader, and every time he's touched the ball, he's made something positive happen. Late in the game, he wants to just finish this, but finish it in the end zone and really seal his victory. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. It's complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Eli Holstein to throw. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Gets the back moving. Throwing, Holstein. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Holstein on the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The run inside. It's Scott. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. You've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.